This I find extraordinary. From the Times, Ruben Amorim, quote, "We are the worst Manchester United team in history."
Well, I like his honesty, and I think...
Discuss.
Yeah, I like his honesty. I mean, it's a big statement to come out with. Well, yeah, because I think what that's going to do...
is lose his players.
Well, first
totally.
of all... No, there's two ways of looking at that. I think, first of all, he's implying, this is not my mess.
And I quote from what is in front of me. Ruben Amorim, "We are the worst Manchester United team in history." I'm not making that. That's...
Right, I'll start again. I think there's a bit of... Listen, I'm picking up the pieces here from everybody else. So this worst team has been assembled by everybody else. So I think he's protecting himself by saying that. You said to me now, well, he could lose the players. I agree with that, but also he wants to know who wants to stay and fight, so it's going to call him out a little bit. And the honesty is, it possibly is.
Why would you want to stay and fight?
Well,
you're a half-decent player and your coach has just
who's half-decent at the minute? Who is really pulling up shoots right now at Manchester United?
You're not going to persuade Kobe Mainoo to stay, are you?
They're trying to sell Kobe Mainoo because of the PSR. He's the only player they can get money in for, to rebuild.
Diallo, Ahmad, really? No,
is Diallo going to...
I'm knocking on the door tomorrow morning and saying, "Excuse me, really?"
Let me think. I've just been thinking, trying to have a thought there of what I would feel. I think he's wrong to say that publicly. He might feel it, and he can say to his players privately in the dressing room if he wants to have a go at them. I think to publicly call them out like that and say this is the worst Manchester United team, not just in Premier League, in history. I mean, that's a big statement. That's a massive statement, Keezy, from a new coach in. I think he's wrong to say that. I think if he wants everything like
why,
that...
Andy? Why is he wrong to say it?
Because that's the sort of thing that should be dealt with in-house, Jace, to start with.
But he's not getting a response now.
No,
I think he's at the point now where... What can he say to his team?
Sorry, do you honestly think that's going to get a response? The only response is... I think Keezy's right. The only response is going to be, if I'm Fernandes and I'm captain of that team and I think, hold on a minute, I'm knocking my pan out every day.
Is he though?
Well, let me tell you about him. He's not my favourite, and he's not Keezy's, not ours. But you can't say he doesn't go into a football pitch and give every drop he's got on the pitch.
He's the captain of Manchester United.
That's what I'm saying.
He doesn't captain that team appropriately.
He might play rotten, but he doesn't go in there and not try. That's what I'm saying.
Well, first of all, I agree with that. I don't think any footballer goes across the line and not tries.
When I again get my manager publicly coming out and saying, "Well, this is the worst team in Manchester United," I'm thinking, what? And we might be in a bad spot. We might be playing poorly. We might be suffering from confidence and lack of belief at the moment. But hold on, I don't remember Fergie and all the top managers that you might have played for at Liverpool or Arsene Wenger or Guardiola coming out and saying a statement like that.
Because this team's always competed. This team's got nowhere near anything.
Fergie never always competed. First 5 years of his life at Man United, he won nothing.
I don't remember Tommy Docherty saying that, and he was in charge of the team that went down in 1974.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There have been worse teams than the ones I'm watching now. I've seen worse Manchester United teams. I don't think that's what he should be saying. He might be saying, do you know what? We've got a lot of hard work to do. This team's nowhere near where I wanted to be. I've told the players that privately. They know the demands on me. They know the standards that I want. And if they don't meet it, then we might have to make changes. But I mean, to come out there and make that sweeping statement, this is the worst in the history. I mean, it's not just we're a bad team at the moment, but we can get better. But this is the worst team in the history of Manchester United.
Did you ever think about coaching? They were good words. You could have delivered a rousing speech like that in many No, you're absolutely right. I'm staggered.
I'm absolutely staggered. I agree with you. I think it's a really, really big statement. It's a very big statement. Massive. Yeah, it is. But I do think there's a lot in it. There's a lot in that statement.
What if you were playing either a team? Say you were at Bolton or Liverpool.
If my manager come out and said that, I'd be embarrassed that I have not delivered what I should be for a top player.
What if you were delivering it the best that you could?
They're not, though. You can't say that they are. They're not.
There are the players that are playing there, right? Are they playing at their true potential? No, they're not. Right? There are better performances from those players, right? I think there are. I think there are. Some of them.
Yeah, maybe they are.
I'll praise you that way. Some of them, right? Some of them are not going to get any better. I agree with you. But there are some of them that are better than what we've seen. And there is a way that they could find to play that might make them better. right?
But he won't do that, will he?
No, he's not going to change. We know that.
Won't,
I mean,
he said
tonight was brilliant. Tonight, I ain't changing. I have a way of playing. This was, no, was a telling statement there. This was the agreement we made.
Yeah.
So he's gone to United and said, "It's my way. If you want me, and I ain't changing." So he knows that. If he gets, so what? He gets sacked. So what?
Do we admire his determination, or do we criticise his naive stubbornness?
What's his naive stubbornness? The willingness not to change.
That he is. Is he? Or let me give you a third option. Is he so limited as a coach, he doesn't have any other ideas?
No, he's exposing. I agree with that. Listen, you can't knock him for wanting to keep a system and a tactical style which has served him so well at Sporting Lisbon. I mean, they won everything. True. They were really good at Sporting Lisbon.
Were they, or did they have a very good centre forward at the right time?
Well, you've got to go and recruit that centre forward. So Viana recruited him. He's seen something at Coventry that nobody else seen, by the way.
Well,
what did he get him for? £5 million? That's good business.
No. What?
20 million.
20 million.
20 million quid. All right. Well, still.
Sure, you get nothing at Coventry for £5 million, son. You should know that.
Euro or pounds? That changes it. So I've lost my train of thought.
I know.
Anyway, he did a very, very good job. Now, I admire him for going to Manchester United. Like Andy said, that's a statement tonight. I am not changing the way I'm playing. Now, he needs to figure out who suits the system and who doesn't.
Correct.
And he's tried everything. Players in different positions. He's tried experience. He's tried youth. He's changed a lot of personnel in a lot of different positions. And he can't find. And now he's just gone, this is the worst team I've ever coached in my life. The worst Man United team in history.
That might be the thing. He might be able to say, this is the worst team I've coached in my life. But
that's different.
That's different.
All right. He might have meant that.
No, well, I know what you meant.
That is different.
Yeah.